welcome back all to the Hurlingham Comedy Club. Or from next month, Comedy Chops. Do we like that? We've got our designer in the room, Russell. Stand up, Russell, and wave everyone. He's already done the logo. It's a nice dancing pork chop with a big smile on his face doing that. So we love a bit of meat-based comedy. Right, so we've got Dan and Charlotte, who met in Clapper, who met on a dating website. That's fine. How long had you been on that, Dan? A week or two. So you were the first dates then, first time. Number one, and you struck gold. Fantastic. So that's great. I'm going to come here next to this guy here. What's your name, sir? David. And are you all friends? Oh, great! You just cracked in straight to Francesca there. Well done. I like your style. Have you got to know him, Francesca? He works at Knight Frank, estate agent, is it? Ah, okay. And what do you do, David? Photographer. Great. We need what? Commercial, work on your own, portraits, nude, naked, people. What? Showbiz. Great. Nice and humble. Right. You're a paparazzi. Okay. Great. And sort of what's the most amount that you've sold? Like for the best shot that you've sold? Best picture. You got the most for? Daniela Westbrook with the hole in the nose. Do we remember that one? Yeah. Great. How much did you get for that, David? An eighth. An ounce. How much? More than 20. 20 grand. Fucking hell. Was she that big a business then? £20,000 for a hole in the nose. And what's your favourite one that you've packed? Yeah. Should we come back to that in about a week's time when you've had to think about it? It's just business, okay. Well, that's put you on the spot a bit, but that's quite a good row there. You said, does it actually make you hate your job now, marketing property next to a paparazzi? Yeah, that's all right. I think we'll come to... No, we won't go to the back row. We'll come to you afterwards. I think we want to hear a bit of Danna Alexander, don't we? Everyone that wasn't here last month, we had an eclectic mix. We had an 85-year-old in the audience that got a little bit offended when the headline act started talking about having sex with a transsexual. So that was quite interesting. And Danna did about 20 minutes, and everyone that came said, can you get her back, please? So we've got her back. So are we going to give her a bit of comedy chops love? Are we going to give her a bit of film love? Ladies and gentlemen, Danna Alexander!
She bring her purse on stage because there's money in it. Make some noise if you were here last week. Make some noise. A couple of people. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. I have a few new jokes for you guys as well. I do have a list, so just excuse me. I am new to London. I just moved to a little neighborhood called Tottenham. Very exciting until I fucking got there. I didn't want to seem all snobby when I got there, so I'm like talking to my cousin. I'm like, so what do you do for fun in Tottenham? She's like, stay the fuck inside, girl. Yes. You guys are so stylish in London, really, really stylish. I'm not a stylish person. I didn't know how to accessorize. It took me until I was like, I don't know, like 25 to get a purse. Very exciting because I used to just stuff everything in my bra. Then you take the shit off, it's like ching, 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 ching. I'm like, look at that, car keys change. Ooh, chicken nuggets. Yes. I live with my Jamaican cousin. Like, make some noise if you know any Jamaicans. How exciting. Jamaicans can be pretty fucking hardcore. Like, my cousin is like a hardcore Jamaican. She's one of these Jamaicans that can like fucking open a can with a knife. Hardcore. It's hard to relate to her sometimes. Like, I can't talk to her about everything I want to talk to her about. I was reading this article in the paper. They had linked childhood autism to a lot of the vaccines that they're giving children. I told her about this. This was her reaction. Anyhow, them pussy who want to make my child retarded, me I go wet up the whole of Britain. Watch and see. Yes. Very fucked up. Yes, yes, yes. I watched the Royal Wedding. Who watched the Royal Wedding? Yeah, I was excited about that shit too. It was interesting watching the Royal Wedding as a foreigner. The only thing I did, really, I won't lie, watching the Royal Wedding, I just sat there and I just tried to count black people. I'm like, where the fuck are the black people? There were 2 black people at the wedding, children singing in a choir, working. Even some shit fucked me up with the wedding too. Like, I swear to God, they couldn't even let a black horse pull the carriage. Did you notice that shit? It's just like 4 white horses, just, woo! And like 40 black horses in the fucking back. Because not even birth control can stop us. Yes. I'm starting to adjust to living in England. You get ripped off a lot as a foreigner. I realize. Tell me if this is a rip-off. Cab to Crouch End to South Bank, £50. That's a fucking rip-off, right? I realize it's faulty if I talk like this. And it's fatty if I talk like this. I love that shit. Oh my God. Interesting seeing all the kids in the neighborhood. I feel like a lot of the kids have a little bit of a rougher upbringing in London. That's why I feel like I want to just like go back to the old school fairy tales. Do you remember the Grimm's versions? The Grimm's versions, holy fuck. Did you know that there was rape in the story of Rapunzel? I know you're like, why the fuck was there rape in the story? Because there's rape in real life. And that's why you can't wear a boob tube, that's why. Make some noise if you have children. Awesome, make some noise if you're worried for the children. I saw a 6-year-old in high heel shoes. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't believe your mother let you out of the house like that. She's like, shut up, I'll make my own money. It's fucked up. Yes. So I'm very glad to be here. I love traveling around. I travel around quite a bit. It's nice to see all the different cultures coming together. Make some noise if you're mixed race. Who's mixed race? Ooh, she's like, I'm Scottish and Irish. Like that shit fucking I'm talking like 2 different races. Like my little sister, she's half black, half white. Last time I talked to my little sister, she's like, oh my God, Danna. Be careful when you go to London, because like my friend, she stayed in this hotel and she got like stabbed by a rat. I'm like, Rebecca, do you know you're black? She's like, yeah, we're Jamaican. Oh my God. So I was dating, I'm single now. Make some noise if you're in a relationship. Awesome, make some noise if you're single. Every time they sound happier, every fucking time. They sound a lot happier. I was dating interracially. It's very interesting. I made the mistake of using the word interracial in a small town in Canada. This guy yells out, does that mean from outside the family? I'm like, it's similar. It's interesting when you date outside of your race because you actually find out that you have more in common than you thought. My ex is Italian. We're having sex. I'm like, don't touch my hair. He's like, no, don't touch my hair. I was just fucked. I'm so confused. I'm like, your hair is fucking everywhere. Do you want me to touch you in your eyeball? Do we have Italians out here? Make some noise, Italians. Yes! Italians are lucky. The best mothers in the world come from Italy. Did you know this shit? They do. My ex, he's one of these guys, I swear to God, he's a bit of a fuck up. Like, he's a major fuck up. I swear to God. He crashed his car 19 times. How the fuck do you crash your car 19 times? I didn't even believe him. I asked his mother, I'm like, 19 times? She's like, oh no, not so many. He's like, yeah, Ma, it was 19 times. She goes, but the first 10 is when you were learning. I turned my head for 1 second, she was suckling him. I lost you. It was interesting integrating into the family, because you know you're always worried about the black thing, but she assured me, she's like, she's black, so it's okay. She actually liked me. I didn't know that she liked me because, like, my family's Jamaican, we yell, but not like Italians yell. Holy fuck. I'm one of these people, too. Like, I'm waking up in the morning, I'm staying over at the house, you know what I mean? I'm one of these people, I need a bit of silence the first couple of minutes when I wake up. I go downstairs, I didn't know she was in the kitchen, right? I'm walking down the stairs, she's like, you want some tea? I'm like, yeah, okay. She's like, what kind of tea do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Green tea? She's like, no problem, we got 100 bags green tea downstairs, I'm coming. She had everything in that basement, holy fuck. You'd be in there like, you like dinosaurs? I got a baby dinosaur downstairs, I'm coming. I think the most amusing thing about her was that she thought I was an anorexic. You guys eat like 9 fucking courses, man. Like, she was always trying to feed me. I'd be sitting at the table like, Danna, try this Parmesan. I'm like, yeah. Joe, get the one with the pepper. I'm like, yeah, okay. She starts handing me all this cheese, right? She's like on cheese number 7. I'm like, no, that's okay. I have enough cheese. Joe, stop. She doesn't like cheese. I like cheese. This is enough fucking cheese. Oh my God. Yes. So I do travel around a lot. It's interesting when you go to some place. Oh my God. Anybody ever heard of Newfoundland, Canada? Oh my God. There are no black people out there. I swear to God. I was on the corner. Okay, I wasn't on the corner. I was like walking past the corner. When this car drives by, this little girl sticks her head out the window. She's like, what the fuck was that? I am less common than a giraffe in Newfoundland. It was a fun gig, though. I showed up at the gig. This guy looks at me. He's like, "You must be the entertainment." That's how they talk. I was like, "Oh my God, a real live pirate." You know the cool thing about I love like the little country ass places because you get like the burly men that can do manly shit. I love to see guys do manly shit. I saw a guy put wood in a furnace. I just took my panties off right there. I'm like, "Did you chop it yourself?" I think I had the worst come on out there. Like this guy came up to me, he's like, "I've never been with a black girl before, please make my fantasies come true." I was like, all right. Like, what the fuck do you say to that? Because I was drunk too. You know how that shit works. And you know what it's like when you hook up with a guy, you're all like drunk at the end of the night, sometimes shit's not working. I'm a good sport though. It was like I was trying to jerk a soggy gherkin pickle back to life. So polite and direct. He looks over and he says, "If you don't mind me saying so, could you put a little effort in?" I just dropped the dick. I'm like, "Let me get a pen. Your ass is funny." I miss this shit. Yes. So yes, it's kind of fun being a comic. We have a lot of free time. I watch a lot of trash on television. Anybody here watch the Jeremy Kyle show? You gotta love that shit. Oh, you're too proud to admit that shit, right? We know you watch it. We have a similar show in North America called was it Maury Povich? Have you heard of Maury Povich? Yeah. Holy fuck. This is a show that has had the same topic for the last 10 years. Paternity tests every single time. They have had so many paternity tests, they could have tested like everybody in the world like twice over, but no. They got the same girls coming back to the show over and over again. He's like, "Everybody welcome LaQuanda." LaQuanda's been to our show 8 times, and she has tested 28 different men. And she still can't find the father. I'm just sitting there like, who the fuck is he? Osama bin Laden? Where the fuck is this guy? I figured it out though. Maury is the father. I love watching trash because then you get the really trashy commercials. You know, they pick the advertisements to like match the shows. We have the Valtrex commercials. Do you guys know what Valtrex is? Valtrex is the cure for genital warts and herpes. They have a commercial for this. Holy fuck. I swear, you see the Valtrex commercial? It's always like people just like running down the beach, snorkeling, skydiving. I noticed they're doing everything but having sex. That's what the fuck I noticed. I want to see them pop a blister on the Valtrex. Terrible. So I'm pushing the age. Oh fuck! Last year of the 20s. That's a lot of fun. Oh my god, I'm aging. I'm at that age too, where I'm like too old for the dance club, but I'm not yet a cougar. It's an awkward stage. You know you're too old for the dance club when you're like in there having a good time, and some kid you used to babysit comes in. Just like, let me get my shawl and get the fuck out of here. It's terrible being at these clubs, because you always see those pretty girls just standing in the corner, just like, oh, my life is so easy. It's like she got the star on Mario Brothers. She's supposed to life like, and if you didn't get that joke, you're really old. The game's like 27 years old. Oh my god, I hate going to those clubs though. Oh, because it's funny, like as you get older and older, I just stand there getting fatter and fatter. It's exciting though. Sometimes when you get fat, you get to gain it in like fun places. I got to gain some in the chest. I was like, yes! But every time I go back to a city that I haven't been to in a while, they're like, what did you have done? What did you have done? I'm like, cake. I'm like, look, you can still see the crumbs. It's funny though, as soon as you have big breasts, you want small breasts. You know what I would like? I would like to wake up in the middle of the night and not find my breast in my armpit. Am I alone here? Trying to do the life changes. When you get to that age, you see a lot of your friends trying to like change their life, you know what I mean? The New Year's resolutions and all of that shit. My favorite one is people who find Jesus. I didn't know he was lost. Do you know what I do know about finding Jesus? People love to find Jesus in the most depressing places. Number one place to find Jesus, jail. Have you ever noticed that? I'm just sitting there like, where was he? Just like hanging out by the weights? Yes. So it's been a while, and I'll tell you guys right now, if I'm not getting laid, I'm not shaving shit. Who's with me? Can I say that? I'm not even embarrassed. I have a bush out to here. I know you guys thought this was a gut, right? I'm always afraid, though. I'm always afraid that I'm going to get laid that one night. I'm just like, could I use your bathroom for 1 second? I go in there, it's like, chick, chick, chick. Sorry, do you have any scissors in here? I think your razor is broken. I wouldn't even know what to do if a guy wanted to go down there. I'm like, I don't know, bring a backpack. I don't know what to tell you. Guys get down there, say, I can't come out. I'm like, you're not yet. I came here by way of tube because I'm fucking poor. That's how that goes. London tube was a little bit interesting because you Londoners, holy fuck, nothing shocks you guys. Nothing shocks you guys. I got on the tube, this guy gets on behind me, he has Doritos all over his breasts. He's having a conversation with someone that's not there. And then he starts like falling asleep like every 45 seconds. This was the face of everybody on the tube. I thought I was crazy. I'm like, am I hallucinating? Can you see him? I'm sorry, I'm from Canada. We stare. I think the worst though is like, oh my god, the people that try and jump in front of the tube trying to kill themselves. Aren't there easier ways to die? That is a dramatic way to die. If you're that serious about dying, I will push your ass. I don't give a fuck. My problem is when you do this shit at 5:30 p.m. Rush hour traffic, you little asshole. You think the world hated you before. You guys been great. Take care. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the magnificent